how can you juggle 15 projects at one time?
What was the first step? How did you make the transition from having a job to becoming a developer, and what were the the first steps that you've taken?
So one of the first things we did is we sat down, me and my lovely wife, we sat down and we said, okay, where do we want to be? So it was planning and seeing where we'd be in 12 months, 2 years, 5 years. So reality was, I was earning good money because I was doing the fly in, fly out work. So we weren't wasting it by buying speedboats. Well, I shouldn't say wasting it. I wasn't putting myself in debt that wasn't going to be beneficial to my future. So when we looked we started off at property investing. So we purchased a number of properties that we could add value to, whether it was small manufacturing or complete renovation or just buy and hold. So every time we looked at something, we looked about how does this fit in the next 12 months, 2 years, 5 years, and so on and so forth. So the real plan is actually planning. So if you can do that planning and realise that getting to your financial freedom or getting in a position to be financially free isn't a 5-minute thing, but if you do diversity and you look at, so I said different strategies there, look at property investing, but also adding value through renovation, but also researching and education about other strategies. So doing a combination of things, actually what all came together.
So how do you manage to do all of this and the size and everything? How big is your team? And also the question was, how many units have you delivered so far?
Okay. I'll start with the team. The team is me and my wife and our lovely office administrator. So really it's just the three of us as the core team.
Wow.
But we outsource all our professionalism. So we have the builder under contract, which can, that means that we can control our build time frames. So he already knows that he's got to build to a 16, 18 week timeline. We've delivered, we like to say, once again conservatively, we've delivered over 90 projects.
So that's 90 duplexes, that's 180 units?
Correct.
Wow.
So we know what our process is and we know how to be specific, and everyone in our team knows it as well, because we've refined it and refined it and refined it. So that helps everyone. That means that everyone knows exactly where they're at in the process with their profession, as well as we know exactly where everyone is as well. That means that we're not taking up time that we shouldn't be taking up time with others, and also we know we're getting effective. So we, at the end of a build, we sit down and we call it the good, the bad and the ugly. We sit down with the builder and we also sit down with the professionals. For instance, architects, before the building's handed over to property management, we bring the architects in and we walk through and we look at all the things that we loved and all the things that, have you got any ideas of how we could do this better?